Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, you guys know this is Betty. I am the owner and creator of Betty's Custom Designs. Woohoo! Anyway, I am working on some teacups digital kit, and or I haven't really started working on them yet. But I figured what I would do, because it's been a quick minute since I've done like a Photoshop video. So I figured I would bring you guys along, excuse me, and just kind of show you my process. I don't know that it would be so much as of a tutorial as it is more like a design with me type thing. So that's what we're going to do, or I'm going to do. I'm working, I have my big computer. You guys can see it back there. It's massive, 34-inch screen. Love it. But in all honesty, I prefer to use my iPad for my Photoshop. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is the amazing Kensington stand that my husband bought me for my iPad. Guys, let me tell you, this thing is the bomb. So it's got it right up here where we can see it. I don't, I can angle it however I need to. Love it. So that's what we're going to do. I just had to put that out there, guys. I'm just so excited over it. I've already downloaded a few like teacup outlines, and that's what I'm going to work with first. So I'm in Photoshop. I'm on a blank canvas. And one thing I always do is I go ahead and I hide that background because I want to be able to see exactly what I'm working with. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to open files. They're in the downloads and I have it in teacups. Now the one that I'm wanting to do is in this one here. And the ones that I downloaded, they also came with the Illustrator files. And I like working with Illustrator, but for those of you that are wanting to learn Photoshop, I figured this would be the best way to do it. I'm not going to tell you that this is the absolute easiest way or this is the only way to do it or anything of the sort. I'm just going to tell you that this is how I do it. Okay, so I've imported my image there. The one thing that Photoshop changed maybe a month or so ago, I don't even remember now. Now you have to flatten every layer that you bring into Photoshop, but it's only on the iPad. You don't have to do it on the computer. So I'm not sure, they had done this once before and then they like done an update and then they took that part off, but now it's been like this for quite some time now. So right now I have this image. It's got the teacup and then it's got this like, I guess it could be a stitching. I don't want that stitching. So what I'm going to do, I'm going over here to my selection tools. I don't know if you guys can see. Try and get you a little, let me get it a little more. Okay, I think you can see. So under my selection tools, there's a bunch of different tools that I can use. For this one, I'm just going to do the marquee rectangle. And I'm just going to do a rectangle around it, just like that. And now you can see the little marching ants. And I'm going to go over here to where it's the square with a circle in it. And I'm going to hit that, and that just masks it. Now, if you notice, I still have the white area and then there's black around it. It's because I still need to flatten that layer. So now I do to the actions and I go to flatten or apply mask. Now, this is what I say that this, I'm just, guys, I'm going to put this disclaimer out there very quickly. This is how I do it. I understand that I probably don't do it the easiest way. I understand that I probably don't even do it the correct way. But for the way that my brain thinks, this is what works for me. Now, I like to work each individual piece as its own layer. Right now, this is one single layer. And if I were to go over here and pull, I'm going to use the vintage wallpapers that I created. If I were to pull that image, do done, and then if I were to do that as a clip down to that as a clipping mask, which is the square with the arrow down, you see it's just one big thing. Now I could go over here and I could mess with the blend modes, but I don't want that. I don't like that. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to do back until I got that gone. Now, I'm going to go back up here to my selection tools. I'm going to do the magic wand, and I'm going to select this bottom white piece. And maybe you guys can see the little ants marching on it right there. I'm not going to mask it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go right here and I'm going to hit more, and then I'm going to hit duplicate selection. So now if I go back over here to the layers, and I've got this original layer I was working with, and if I hide it, see there's that one little piece of a layer that I just duplicated. Okay. So now I'm going to do, and actually I'm going to do that for each of the different white sections. So I'm back on that original image. I'm hitting the next white section, and I'm going to hit duplicate again. And so it's up there. So now I'm going to go back down here to the main image. I'm going to hit that white area, and I'm going to duplicate it. Going back to the main image, going to do the heart. I'm going to duplicate it. Back to the main image, I'm going to do the handle and duplicate it. Back to the main image, I'm going to do that band. Now this band. Now we want to do this one. And then I think this is the last one. So now if I hide that main image, now you see I have my coffee cup without the outline. This is what I want, because this is how I am going to make it look cute and all that good stuff. So now the first thing I want to do, I want to actually do the heart. So I've went up here and I've selected the heart. I'm going to go back over here to my photos, and let's just see, let's work with this one. So I actually think I want the heart to be the flowers. So I've laid it there, and now I'm just going to clip it down to that heart. And just like that. Now I think around the heart here, I think I want to do the blue, the stripes. Now I could go back over to my photos and pull that image again, but I'm going to use the same image. So I'm just going to duplicate it. And right now it's still masked down to that heart. So I'm going to unmask it from the heart. But I'm going to hide it for a second because I want to get this section right here. And I think it's that one. Yep. So now I just need to bring that layer up above it. Do that. And now I'm going to put that down there. And I know that it's not lined up right, but I'm going to go ahead and clip it down so that way I can see what I'm working with. And then what I can do is I can just move my image until it's the way I want it to be. And I think I like that. Okay. So now I'm going to, I need this little area right here. And I believe it may be this one. Nope, wrong one. Let's see. Let's try that one. Nope. Eventually I'll get it. There we go. Okay, so that's the one I want right there. So I'm going to duplicate that image again. And I'm going to undo that. And then I'm going to bring it down. And I'm just sliding it down. And I need to find out. Let me hide it so I can see where I'm at again. Okay, so that is the correct one. So now I'm going to unhide that image. And I'm going to clip it down. And you see it's not fully in there, but because I've already got it clipped down, now I can move that around to where I want it. And that's where I want it. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is maybe that, yeah, that line right there. I'm going to duplicate this layer again, and I'm going to bring it down, and I'm going to go ahead and mask it. And now I'm going to move it. And because I want the stripes is what I want. So now I've got that. Now I think I want to do, for this bottom layer down here, which is, no, I want that one. So let's duplicate this, that image again, and I'm going to pull it up like that. And I'm going to go ahead and mask it down. And so now I am just going to move it to the way I want it. And actually, no, I want this one here. Yep, okay, so that's the way I want that. Now let me duplicate that layer again, put it on top of that other one, mask it down, and I want the stripes there. See that? And so for this one here, I think I want to go with the hearts again. So let's see if there's that layer. So now I need to duplicate this layer again, bring it on top of that. I'm going to go ahead and mask it, and then I'm going to pull it down. Look how cute it's looking, guys. I mean, and this is just, you know, using the one image, and it's using the masking techniques. Now, where's my handle? Okay, that's that. Here's my handle, right? Yep. Okay, so let's duplicate this layer. Let's move it above my handle. I'm going to go ahead and mask it. And I think for the handle, I think I want it to be the roses. But I got too much of the, because I don't want that blue line in it. There we go. So now I need to figure out what I want the liquid, you know, what would be the liquid. I need to figure out what I would want it to be. And I'm thinking maybe just a solid color. Let's see how it would look. And let's do, so I've got that layer selected. I selected that color paint, and let's see. Yep, there we go. So now we still have this right here. This was that original image. I am going to take that layer and I'm going to bring it all the way up. Okay, so now it's setting on top of this. So now if I unhide it so you can't see anything that I was doing before, I'm going to take my magic wand and I'm going to hit all of these white spots because I'm going to erase them. So see, now we have that, but I don't want that bright, bold, black, whatever there. So now I'm going to do Lotus Selection. I'm going to do a new layer. I'm going to do my paint bucket, and I'm going to hit it. And so that looks a little washed out to me, but that's okay, because what I can do is I can hide that, and then I can try maybe a pink. So let's try the pink. And so the pink doesn't look as washed out to me. I think I could handle the pink. But I could even go in, let me see. I could go in with this darker pink instead. So let me hide that. We're going to do Lotus Selection, new layer. We're going to hit that. And let's take a look. I like that. And so there you go. That's a coffee cup. Just, I mean, that's how easy it is to do. Now, I am going to select a bunch. I'm going to select all of the layers that are visible. And actually, yeah, because I'm trying to show you, because I know how I would do it, and I would probably confuse you guys. So, I'll tell you what, let's just do this. We're just going to hit this, and we're going to say merge visible. So now this is one coffee cup all by itself, like that. And now we're ready to start another one. And that's how easy that part of it is. So let's do another one. So I'm going to delete those images I had hidden. Let's pull in that file again. And again, we have to flatten that layer. All right, sorry about that, guys. My husband called. So anyway, I have my I have my image pulled up again, the same one that I was using. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the marquee rectangle. I'm going to mask it out. let me make that a little smaller. Okay, so now I'm back on this, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with the magic wand, and I'm going to hit that layer, duplicate it, go back over here, duplicate, back down here, duplicate. So when I'm doing them, this is how quick I do them. Or actually, I do them quicker because I'm not talking. But when I get going with it, this is just what I do. And so for me, it's easier. And because I've done it so much, it's kind of like I sort of know what I'm wanting to do. But, okay, so let's pull in a different one of this is my, my vintage wallpaper. So, and that's another collection I'm working on. So let's do this one. Let's get I want to get the flowers right there, and I'm going to merge that down. Now let's duplicate that layer. We're going to bring it up here. We're going to do the same thing, and I'm going to go ahead and merge it down so I'll know where everything's at. And I don't know if you guys can hear the rooster or not. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to duplicate that layer again. I'm going to move it here. I'm going to go ahead and merge it down. And I think I want the flowers, but I want to make the flowers small. So let's do it like that. Okay, and now let's duplicate that layer. Put it on top. And let's go ahead and merge it down. So that's the bottom layer. And I want the stripes, so we've got that. Now I'm going to go down here. I'm going to duplicate again. I'm going to bring this down to here. I'm going to go ahead and do it down, so that's on the handle. So the same thing that we done over there. I think I want to put the florals on the handle. Okay. So now let's duplicate that layer again, and let's bring it down. And so now it looks like we're working with this top layer. And so again, I want the small roses, so we're going to do that. I'm going to duplicate the layer again. I'm going to put it down there. I'm going to go ahead and mask it down. And I'm just going to get that a little bigger like that. There we go. And then we're going to duplicate it again. And I don't think that's where I want it there. Nope, I don't want that there. So I'm going to take it down to the next one, maybe. Just like that. We're going to mask it down. And we want that to be those roses again. Okay. Now let's color that area in there. And so I think for that, I think we may go with this color here. So we're just going to do that. There we go. And so now we go back up here to this image. We're going to unhide it. We're going to get our magic wand and remove all of that white. Okay, so we've done that. Now let's load that as a selection. We're going to do a new layer. We are going to pick, let's see how the green looks. We're going to pick the green. And we're going to do the paint bucket, and we're going to do that. I don't think I like that green. Not with the, I think it looks too washed out. So let's do it again. And I hit the back button to get back to where I was. So now I'm going to do load as a selection, new layer. Let's pick up that color there. I like that. Okay. So now I'm going to hide that. Now I'm going to go right here. I'm going to do the same thing and do merge visible. I forgot I had the, so what I need to do is I need to hide that one right there. Now I can do merge visible. Now I can unhide that one, and now I can move this one up there beside it. Just like that. Okay, so I'm going to do one more, and this one I'm just going to do it the way that I would normally do it, you know, without explaining, excuse me, everything to you, so that way you can kind of see how I do it. So that's what I'm going to do. So I hope everybody is having a good day, a good week, you know, whatever your case may be. I was having a pretty good day until my crown broke off a while ago. Well, it didn't break. Thankfully, it just actually came undone. So I actually have an appointment in the morning to have that put back on. You know, if it's not one thing, it's another. So it is what it is. There's no sense in me stressing over it. So, yeah, there's that. You know, just gotta roll with the punches. So, but I'll be okay, you know. Thankfully, it's not hurting or anything like that. It's just aggravating. That's, you know, at the end of the day, that's the biggest thing. It's aggravating, but it's not hurting at all, thankfully, because y'all know I am a wimp when it comes to pain, like a major wimp. I don't do pain, which is funny because I had so many kids without pain medicine, so. But that's just how crazy I am. I think I want that there. Okay. And so you see, like with this one, I'm even doing it in a different order than what I've done the others. It's because it really doesn't matter. You can do it however you want to do it. And that's the beauty of it. And I enjoy doing these for sure. These are some of my favorites to do, the things like this. Because I really do have fun doing these. I mean, I have fun doing all of the ones that I do. All of my digitals, I have to say, I enjoy doing them. But these are definitely fun. So, I got this thing so big, so let's get it back down. And I want to get those roses smaller. Okay, and last layer. There we go. And then let's go back here and let's paint this that lighter color. Now I need to go back to this. Okay. Now let me hide those other two cups. Now I'm going to do merge visible. And then we have it done. So let's unhide these. And now let's take this one and move it up there with those. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's how you do the cute little, I don't know, they're really artsy type teacups, or, you know, whatever you want to call them. But that's how you would do it with any of your photos and stuff, is you just use your layering mask. And then, like I said, I isolate every single piece as a separate layer, and I like the control that it gives me for working with it. So let me know what you guys thought about this video. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you would like to see more videos like this. And if you've stuck with me this long, please leave me a flower emoji in the comments below. I cannot tell you guys how much it tickles me to death to see the emojis that you guys put. I love it. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.